This is LightningESL.com, Driving Part 1. Driving is an art form. Driving is a science. Driving is something we learn from experience. You can watch a zillion movies, a zillion YouTube videos, but if you want to learn how to drive, you have to get in a car of any kind or size or model, any age, get in that car, get behind the steering wheel and drive. That's how you learn. You can't learn in a simulator. Why? Because roads change, road conditions change, weather patterns change. That's why you have to drive in a real vehicle with four wheels, an engine, and something that works called a steering wheel, automatic transmission, or stick shift transmission. Either way, you have to understand the weight of the vehicle, the road conditions driving along, the weather conditions, the people in front, people behind, people on each side of you. That's how you learn. You can look at as many videos like I mentioned before, and books, and read, and this, instruction manuals, etc. Great. Reality 101, you have to be physically in the vehicle to learn how to drive a car or a truck. I learned during winter months. That's how I learned. That's right, winter. I practiced during wintertime, wrote the exam in the summertime, and I passed almost 50 years ago. I've driven in Germany, I've driven in Austria, I've driven in Canada, as I mentioned before, across this country. But if you want to drive, you have to physically drive. Now, people driving lessons of this and this, parents showed you how to drive, aunts and uncles show you how to drive. There's driving instructors of all kinds, good and bad. All kinds of companies. Insurance companies, as you know, give you a discount by having a certain driving lesson experience. Yeah. How long have you been driving? What kind of car do you drive? How far do you drive every day? And so on. That's how they adjust your insurance premium. Years ago, let's say 20 years ago, they changed the laws. In other words, if you're 25 years of age, the premium of insurance was much more because it's been proven statistically, being 25 years or younger with a license, you have a tendency to exaggerate your speed, exaggerate your braking speed, your braking distance from other cars and so on, which cause accidents. Not just male, females too. That's right. And at a certain age, by law, you have to retake a test, either written or driving test, for the safety of yourself and others around you. Yeah. So driving is an art form. It's a science. It's a skill to learn. All right? You have to say to yourself, how much does the car or truck weigh? How far are you from distance in front of you? Do you have enough stopping distance in front of you? Yes or no? It's not a guessing game. After a while, you recognize patterns. You recognize patterns of people in front of you, behind you, inside you. Even from a distance, you can tell what kind of driver you have in front of you. What kind of distance are you in front of somebody else? What is your safety zone? That's what I call it, a safety zone. Do you have a safety zone? If you have to stop immediately, out of the blue, something happens, can you do it safely without hurting yourself or others? That's a safety window. Doesn't matter if you're going fast or going slow. As long as you have that safety window, you're fine within the rules and laws of the land. And a lot of people don't. They jerk forward, jerk backwards, they take their time, they go below the speed limit beyond belief when you think about it. It could be on the highway, a regular roadway, or whatever. Putting on cruise control of a car means simply you're going to set speeds set by the government of your governor, which means not a governor of Canada and so on. No, it's a special device attached to your motor and acceleration to keep your speed set at a certain rate of speed. For example, I'm driving right now here in Toronto, Ontario, and their speed limit in the road is 50 kilometers an hour. With the use of my speed controller, cruise control, I can drive up to 58 kilometers an hour. I am not speeding. But that way you have a set speed limit. Also, you're saving gas going at a steady speed. If the roadway is clear and safe, keeping a steady speed, you save gasoline. You do. Less wear and tear on the engine, etc. But of course, it's a false sense of safety also, remember. Sometimes you can't always use a safety window like that. You have to adjust your speed accordingly because road conditions change, weather conditions change. Remember that. So in other words, cruise control is nice, but it's not end all of everything. No, it's just a safety device temporarily. Do not rely on cruise control for everything. No, because things change. That's Driving 101. It's also Driving Part 1 of LightningESL.com. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.